The British Empire stretched to the four corners of the world. We're going to take you to Kathmandu, where an army officer by the name of Carew was posted to a garrison. You will see Carew, and you will also see who is she? You'll also see the Colonel's daughter.
Oh yes, please. Yes,
you will be overwhelmed by her beauty.
Oh.
I will be Carew. I will also be the Colonel's daughter. But this would not be possible without the aid of Mr. Rogers, who's going to play my right arm, and Mr. Tim Hurst, who's going to be my left arm. The point is actually the green eye of the yellow god, which is there. By J. Milton Hayes. This would also not be possible without the aid of Norma Gossip, who is in charge of prompts and props, and the three-dimensional hologram, and the sound system, and all those computer graphic things. Ladies and gentlemen, the green eye of the little yellow goat. There's a one-eyed little idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross over the town. There's a broken-hearted woman tends the grave of Carew, and that little god forever stays his day. He was known as Carew by the subalterns, junior officers, by the subs of Kathmandu. He was hotter than they felt inclined to tell, but for all his foolish pranks, he was worshipped in the ranks. And the Colonel's daughter smiled. He had loved her all along with a passion of the strong. And the fact that she loved him was plain to all. She was nearly 21, and preparations had begun to celebrate her birthday with a ball dance. He had wrote to ask what presents she would like from Carew, and they met next day as he dismissed a squad. Squad, dismiss! And jestingly, she told him nothing else will do but the green eye of that little yellow god. The night before the dance, the night before the dance, Carew seemed in a trance. And they chaffed him as they puffed on their cigars. But for once he failed to smile, and he sat alone a while, then went out into the night beneath the stars. He returned before the dawn with his shirt and tunic torn and a gash across his forehead. patched up right away. He was patched up right away. And I know what he did, and he slept throughout the day. And the Colonel's daughter watched beside me. He woke at last. He woke at last and asked that they should bring his tunic through. They brought it, and he thanked her with a nod. He bade her search the pockets, saying, "That's from Mad Carew." Was the green eye of that little yellow god. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Right. Yes. She upbraided. She upbraided. That means give her apology. She upbraided poor Carew in the way that women do. Though both her eyes were strangely hot and wet, but she would not take the stone. No. Take the stone. And Mad Carew was left alone with the jewel he had chanced his life to get. When the ball was at its height, as the dancing on that still and perfect night, she thought of him and hastened to his room. As she crossed the barrack square, she could hear the sunny air of a waltz tune drifting slowly through the gloom. Thank you, David. Thank you. His door was open wide. His door was open wide with silver moonlight shining through. The place was wet and sticky where she trod. An ugly knife. An ugly knife. That's not ugly. An ugly knife. Somewhere. That's ugly. An ugly knife lay buried in the heart of Mad Carew. Source of vengeance of the little yellow god. There's a one-eyed yellow eye to the north of Mad Carew. No, it's Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman. That's the grave of Mad Carew. And that yellow god, see the iceberg, that yellow god forever gazes down. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.